This week in gaming! It is August 10th, 2025. We are on the goofy mic today. We're not using the high quality mic because my AC is blaring in front of me right now because it is currently 96 degrees Fahrenheit outside. Yuck, YouTube. Icky, YouTube. Oh no! Let's get some royalty free music going. And let's take a look at some wins and fails. So today we have Cannibal Company, Battle Break, Feral Fans, Gradual Goal, and Cancelled Charity. Whoa, you just shotgunned me with 2 eggs. That's crazy. Let's go on to our first fail of Cannibal Company. Bungie eaten by Sony. Unfortunately, after 3 years since the Sony acquisition, the parent company has decided to firmly take the reins of Bungie going forward, despite previously promising their creative freedom. So it looks like Bungie no longer is allowed to exist. They have made too many mistakes. This comes after the declining quality of Destiny 2 and the disastrous delay of Marathon. It's actually crazy. They were originally going to let the current management team of YouTube... Okay. Fuck YouTube. Fuck YouTube. Fuck YouTube. Fuck Clarence. Is this past the 30 seconds? Because this might instantly get demonetized. Not that we're even monetized in the first place, but honestly, who gives a shit? Fuck YouTube. Actually, honestly, fuck YouTube. This comes after the declining quality of Destiny 2, which is so. Destiny 2, if you guys don't know, has been making stinkers of expansions, and they've also been getting less money lately. And then, originally, Sony was going to allow the current management team to continue making decisions for the company, but after watching how badly they've been doing, I mean, they're like, hey, we got to step in. So what this means is that Bungie is going to officially become a Sony studio. So they're going to be in the same vein as like Naughty Dog or like what's the God of War one, Santa Monica. They're gonna just be directly controlled by Sony. So good or bad? Probably bad overall, but it might be good for the company. They might need it because clearly they don't know how to run it. Like I think most people watching will be able to tell you so. DW got, don't worry, I got instant karma hit with an ad. Oh, he egged me and got an ad for the inconvenience. Next, we're going on to our win. Battlefield 6 breaks records. Battlefield 6's player count is skyrocketing to over 500,000 players, despite requiring special access. This makes it EA's most successful game on Steam of all time and beats out competitors like Call of Duty. What an incredible way to test the strength of their servers, and trust me, it has. This was taken yesterday. It might be even higher. Let me see. Battlefield 6 player count. What are we at? Wow, it's actually low right now. It's only 355,000 users. Oh, thank you for following. I appreciate it, Neko. Welcome in. So Battlefield 6 yesterday hit its peak of 513,000. You can literally see I took the screenshot as it was peaking. It might be even higher now, but 513,000 players currently playing, which beats the all-time high of Call of Duty 6 at 491,000. So Battlefield's killing it right now. They're doing great. And a lot of people are kind of clowning on Call of Duty right now. I've been seeing a lot of memes about them, and they're just getting destroyed in the marketplace of ideas. I'm one of the 500,000. Congratulations. What is that? Those emotes. I'm not even. Let's move on. Let's go on to our next part. Oh, this is where we get to talk about Battlefield. Hang on. Let me pause the music and let's take a look at this clip that I have. I turned off the fucking laser and he thought he was safe. He thought he was fucking safe. Sorry, that was a bit loud. Oh. So what happened there is I found a really fun strat. So enemies can see your laser pointer. So if they see the laser pointer, they might not peek, and you can press T to turn it off. So what I did is I peeked him with the laser pointer, and he wasn't peeking, so I turned it off, and then he immediately peeked. I turned off this. Kit just absolutely debated. So that's the really fun thing about Battlefield is you have these different sort of strategies that you can build with these different classes with these different abilities. It's just such an open, like almost sandboxy shooter. Master of the craft, master baiter. Yeah, there we go. But it's just so funny. The way that I turn it off, and then he just slowly starts peeking. It's just so funny. He's like, okay, I'm a look now. right into my crosshair. I love it. So there's that. That's fun. I just wanted to share that clip. That really doesn't have anything to do with anything. But I have found some bugs. I do have to say. Like this one. There's supposed to be text right here that tells you what each of these are. They're just pictures of guys, so I can't really tell what I'm doing. This looks like World War II almost. Is this even the same game? So, I don't know if you could hear my super quiet microphone there, but essentially what was happening is there's no. I think there's supposed to be text. There's no text. When I first started the game, there was no text. Like I couldn't see what anything on the UI was. I didn't know what the game modes were. They were just pictures, and I was just playing random things. I was playing with bots for a while, not even realizing I was playing on the bot game mode. I'm like, why are there so many bots? So yeah, there's that. That kind of sucked. I found another bug where it wouldn't let me leave a game at one point. I don't seem to be able to leave the game. Quit the main menu does not function. Resume, maybe? What, a resume makes me... What? Okay. What the fuck? Can I go to the main menu now? I literally am not allowed to leave this game. It's okay. Dude, let me go. Cancel? It's not, it won't let me out. It actually will not let me out. You had these bugs? Yeah, so this was another bug that I had. A little bit unfortunate. I was like that for like 5 minutes. I was just stun locked in that screen. I couldn't get out. I could only leave when the match actually started, and it took forever to fill up. So that sucked. But it didn't break the game, I guess. But, little things like that. Overall, the game's okay. In terms of like performance, I did have some server issues where like I'll lag a lot, like I get like weird ping issues. Other than that though, everything's been pretty good, not like super bad glitches, except for, and I wouldn't say this is a bad glitch. I don't know if anyone else has seen this, but if you play bot mode, if you play against the bots, sometimes they don't revive. If you revive a bot, they won't get up. And you can keep reviving them. So let's take a look at this. Sorry, this is just me playing. Look, you see this bot right there? That bot is down, but they're like permanently down. Like they don't get back up for some reason. So do you see? People are trying to revive this guy, but he doesn't get up. And I had an idea. I'm like, wait, what if I keep reviving him again and again and again and again? Can I just keep getting revives off of him? And this is what happens. Oh, the AI... So this is how I figured it out, actually. You see this AI? This AI keeps reviving him again and again. I'm like, what is happening?
Enemy attack confirmed at Alpha.
Dude, the AI is broken. The AI is actually broken. It thinks that it's reviving. So I I found out you can just keep reviving them.
Wait, am I
Let's go!
Oh, I found a glitch, dude.
No way. Look at those medals, baby! Don't ruin my farm. Don't ruin my farm. Don't ruin my farm. Don't ruin my farm!
Objective marked. We need
This is incredible.
48, 50 revives. 51 revives. You fucker. I was so mad. I found another guy who could do it too as well. So this is a common issue. Alright, let's see what I got. See if the challenge is. Oh my gosh, I did get it. Revive playing as the support class. I got. And that is how I speed ran reviving 100 players as support. There you go. Reporting though. Nice reporting. Reported for bug abuse. You're on the list, bud. Insane behavior. Yeah, me too. What the heck, guys? I thought we were chill here. I thought everyone was cool. Gonna narc on me? It's EA. Early access. It's in the game. They were nerfing the good players, they said. Through bugs. But yeah, that was a fun bug that I found. So there's a few bugs in the beta for sure. But that one I felt was pretty fun. I don't know if I'll get in trouble for that. I won't tell if you help me do it. Okay. So moving on. Battlefield 6's anti-cheat. So the anti-cheat engine appears to be working as DICE has announced 330,000 blocked players due to cheating, which is a crazy fucking number, by the way. It better be working, though, considering how invasive the program is and how it requires secure boot to be enabled as well as UEFI. So, like, I had to go through I had to change my my boots settings to UEFI. I had to do secure boot. And I also had to change my boot drive to like MBR or whatever the fuck they called it. It was such a hassle just to get their stupid anti-cheat to work. And their anti-cheat just touches everything. It's really in there. Like they probably have all your nudes. They probably have like your social security number. Like I don't really like the anti-cheat that much. But hey, it seems to be working somewhat. I've still seen a lot of cheaters in the game, unfortunately. Zen is 1 in 330,000. Yeah, you got me. It's the same as Valorant. They also use kernel-level anti-cheat. Yeah, I've heard the same thing is true with Valorant, which is like, I understand the need to get rid of cheaters. I get the desire to do so, but at the same time, it's like saying like the U.S. government being like, hey, we have to stop terrorists, so we're going to go into your home and look through all your things. It's like yeah, I want to stop terrorists too, but I don't really want you to go in my home and look through all my things. You know, it's like, can we maybe do both, or can we maybe do the terrorist thing without going through all my things? Like, is that possible? It's why I do not play for 7 months, because I did not have TPM 2.0 on my motherboard. Oh, that's a bummer. So yeah, anti-cheat's working to a certain degree. There's still people who are getting around it. I've seen videos of people cheating, and it's crazy. I mean, the obvious question is, why are you cheating in a fucking beta? Like, do you not have anything better to do with your life? But you know, that's life. Moving on, let's go to another fail. McDonald's Pokemon Chaos. Did you guys hear about this? McDonald's issues an official apology after many locations ran out of Pokemon promo items in less than 24 hours. The collab, which was only available in Japan, was meant to run from August 8th to the 14th before it was realized that the supplies were greatly lower than the demand, which is kind of sick. Like, these cards look kind of cool. You can also get toys with it. if you're lucky, I guess, if they still have any stock. But I'm sure every single location's empty by now. And you also have to go to Japan, and Japan's far away. So it'd be cool though if they do something like this in America. I didn't actually know McDonald's was even in Japan, but I know McDonald's has done Pokemon collabs forever. They did it back in like Diamond and Pearl. I remember like when I first started getting into Pokemon, it was like around the Diamond and Pearl era, and they had Pokemon cards in kids meals. ABC always be cheating. Do you guys in the U.S. Not get Pokemon McDonald's cards? We have it in the U.K. every year, I think. Yeah, no, it happens a lot, but this particular event is only in Japan. This one in particular is a Japanese-only event, and I really like the little Pikachu with the burger. I think that's adorable. I would really like to see these cards come to America. I would like to see this event, make it over here at some point. That'd be cool. Although I don't know how long it'll last because people go fucking bananas for Pokemon cards. It's actually insane. You can't even just buy Pokemon cards in general anymore. Like scalpers have gone so insane that you can't even just go to the store and buy a pack because the shelves are empty everywhere. It's not even just like rare sets or anything. Like back in my day, back in 2017, I would say, you could go to any store. You could go to Target, Walmart, Best Buy, and you will have Pokemon cards on the shelf at every location. It might just be like a certain set that's like a big deal. Like it's the 20th anniversary set, so that one's sold out. But you can still get the regular base set like Sword and Shield or something. That's not the case anymore. You literally cannot buy Pokemon cards now. Like they don't have them. They're gone. They're in a scalper's warehouse somewhere, and you can only buy them third party. It's not physically possible to obtain Pokemon cards through legitimate marketers. Like you can't go to Target and buy them. You can buy them quite easy here. Really? They're literally in my entire town sold out. They have kiosks all over the place, like these Pokemon kiosks, and people wait outside before stores open just so they can go and buy every single product in there. Literally everything. They would buy fucking lint if the machine sold it. I swear to you. What's my favorite Pokemon? My money is on Gengar. Well, you would be correct. I love Gengar. Gengar is my favorite. He's my homie. I probably have more Gengar merch somewhere. I know I have a Gengar canvas painting, but it's not up right now. And I have Gengar cards somewhere as well. But yeah, Gengar is the homie. He's the best. This is the best Pokemon in the game, and there's no match to his power. So yeah, kind of unfortunate. I don't like the way that Pokemon cards have gone lately. I would like to be able to just casually play and purchase cards. Same with Magic. Magic's really hard to get too. I don't know what happened with trading cards, but everybody buys them. You can't even get like Final Fantasy sets anymore. Anyways, let's go on to a win. Assassin's Creed's milestone. So 4 months after launch, Assassin's Creed Shadows crosses the 5 million player mark, despite this being a success. Player marks. Period. Despite this being a success for the company, they still revealed a lower than expected quarterly earnings, attributing the shortcoming to Rainbow Six Siege. Who would have thought that Rainbow Six Siege is how they would lose money, other than pretty much everybody? Rainbow Six Siege has not. Its heyday has come and it has also gone, so that's not a surprise. But Assassin's Creed seems to be doing really well. I think it's their only thing that's making them money right now. I don't think Ubisoft has sold anything of value to anybody lately. The game before this was what, Skull and Bones, and we all know how that went. So I mean, this is a W, but if the only thing that they're making that's making money is Assassin's Creed, they might be cooked. Because keep in mind, Ubisoft is supposed to be the same size as EA. Like, this is supposed to be like the same size as Activision. Like, this is supposed to be one of the big companies, like one of the biggest gaming companies, and they can't even make anything that's actually selling units. They sold shares, Keck. Yeah, they did do that. They sold a lot of shares to Tencent. Depends on what sets, but yeah, most sets you can get here easy. 151 and Prismatic Evolutions. Prismatic Evolutions are gone. You can't even get them. I went to GameStop the other day before they opened just to see if they had Magic cards. They did. They had bundles, so I bought some of those. But there I had to wait in a line of 30 people because they were all there for Prismatic Evolutions. And I get up to the counter like, would you like Prismatic Evolutions? And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like, this is the first time I've ever seen them in stock. But no, thank you. I'll take the Magic cards that no one else has wanted. And I don't know why I had to wait in line for, considering I was the only one the entire day that bought them. I went back the next day to see if they had any more. And they're like, yeah, we did sell them, but you were the only person in that line who bought any. Anyways, they had some nerve to even release Skull and Bones. They should have just said that like a fire destroyed it or something and just claimed the insurance. That would have been better. Anyways, let's go on to a fail. Nintendo shuts down the charity event. Oh boy. Oh brother. What are you doing, Nintendo? Okay, so the Grinch stole Christmas early this year, directly stealing money from Doctors Without Borders. The speedrunning event known as RTA in Japan, inspired by America's Games Done Quick, announced that all Nintendo games will be pulled from their event. Nintendo stated as a legal entity, they would have to ask for permission in advance. So they have to go through the legal channels. Everybody knows that. You have to ask the king of Nintendo if you would like to play some of their games. Hello, Mr. Nintendo. Can I please play your game that I bought? No! Well, the event has been trying to work out a deal since June, so it's likely very difficult and time-consuming to even go through Nintendo's preferred means. They make it seem like you just have to ask for permission, but that's not even the case. They asked for permission, and they were like, it's going to take a little bit longer than 2 months, my guy. So there's going to be no Nintendo speedrunning at this event, unfortunately, because they live in a place without freedom. Japan is, for gaming specifically, notoriously litigious. I mean, this is the same place that the creators of Pal World got sued for having Pokeball-like objects in their game, for having a game where you throw a sphere at an animal to capture it. That is what was illegal. That was what broke copyright. Which, by the way, they copywrote after Pal World came out and then sued them. That's like me saying like, oh, I'm gonna copyright spaceships and sue SpaceX. You know what I mean? Like they've already been doing the thing. So yeah, Nintendo just is. I don't even know what to say anymore. Honestly, if there was a kid eating an ice cream that vaguely looked like Mario, they'd slap it out of their fucking hand. If they were like licking it and like it's just swooped the wrong way and made it look like his hat, they would fucking slap that shit on the ground and give him a cease and desist for sure. You fucking what? They had to change the throw animation. They had to do more than that. You can't even like I don't think you can even throw it, right? Like you can't throw the ball. Like it like just your creatures just appear next to you or something like that. Your pals. The guy at my store saved me the last prismatic box, but I packed next to nothing. Oh, that's unfortunate. So, yeah, I don't know what Nintendo's problem is. Like, it literally cost them nothing to let this continue. It would take nothing from them, and in order to shut it down, it does take their credibility. It hurts what little reputation they have even further. Because not only is this an event where they're just playing games, right? This is also a charity event. This is literally completely not for profit. All money is going to Doctors Without Borders, which I would say is a pretty noble thing. I don't think that there's anybody who dislikes that cause, but Nintendo does. Nintendo says fuck that shit. I don't want our games to be associated with Doctors Without Borders. No. and if you even try to play one of our games and earn money from donations to give to charity, we will sue you out of existence. That's Nintendo. That's Nintendo for you. I can't. I should say that I'm surprised, but I'm really not. I just know that this is the way that they are. So, Yeah, I don't have anything else to say. I've already tore enough of their ass. Let's move on. Sony regrets live service. Sony CFO Lin Tao said in a Q&A that their switch to live service is not entirely going smoothly. This is after the failures of both Concord and Marathon. However, the executive points out other strong games in their catalog, such as Destiny 2 and Helldivers 2. Which, by the way, one of them they simply acquired after it was already popular, and the other one they nearly killed with their overreach. So to say that these are like successes is kind of wild. Like, I mean, first of all, let's be honest. Like, they got lucky with Helldivers 2. I don't think that the success of Helldivers 2 could be in any way attributed to Sony. I don't think Sony did fucking shit to make that game happen. I don't even know if they funded it. I don't know what their exact. I'm sure they publish it, so they did fund it in some ways. I have no idea. I don't even know if they have any oversight of Arrowhead. It seems like Arrowhead is an indie studio that kind of just did their own thing and made something under their own management that was good, and Sony's just reaping the rewards of that, which is like fine. That's fine. Like they're under Sony's umbrella. That's cool, but they can't just sit there and be like, we're so good, look at this, like we got this whole live service catalog that's popping off. It's like, brother, you the things that you've actually directly touched and managed have been horrible. You made Concord. You did that. And you want to say like we got a good catalog. And you didn't even make Destiny 2. You acquired it and it immediately got bad. It immediately got bad after you acquired it. So I don't know what you're proud about. I really don't know what Sony has to show for any of their work. Cope. It is a serious cope. It's actually so much cope. And this is also coming from the company that has notoriously made very good single-player games. So this whole shift into putting hundreds of millions of dollars into a live service industry is just, like, not only is it not working out for them, but it's also dumb. It's just not, it doesn't need to happen. They could make more money just making another Horizon Zero Dawn game, or another God of War game, or another Spider-Man game, like the games that people actually buy their consoles for. How is Marathon a failure if it's not even released? Because they already pumped like $100 or $200 million into it, and it's not releasing. That's kind of bad. They might lose another 100 million. Like it's just a money pit currently. They're literally making nothing off of it, and when it comes out, based off the way that the reputation has gone, it might not even sell. It might be another Concord situation. So it's a really scary place to be. Right now it is what I would say is a massive failure. It's such a big failure that they literally like took over Bungie. They were like, hey, Bungie, you're not allowed to make decisions anymore. So if it's not a failure, they would still be making decisions. That's all I'm going to say. Anyways, moving on. Riot Games is censoring criticism. MasterCard, a massive sponsor for Riot's esports events, has been colluding behind the scenes to censor any backlash on Riot's Discords, streams, and events. This backlash is due to the payment processor forcing gaming platforms to remove content that doesn't adhere to their company's view on morality. So you could take this one with a bit of a grain of salt. There's not a named source for this. This is mostly coming from this VTuber, from this article I read, and I'm not sure why this article has been so adamant about what they're saying, but we're gonna run with it because it's possible. They say a source reached out to me claiming MasterCard contacted Riot Games about the ongoing Steam/itch.io controversy. MasterCard is a major Riot esports sponsor. This is the message going around internally from Riot, paraphrased. MasterCard has asked Riot to keep an eye out for negative sentiments on official Riot streams. Riot has asked esport content creators working with official Riot properties to watch out for any negative sentiments towards MasterCard. Moderators have been told to look out for any unusual activity around the MasterCard issue. So, what we can glean from this is that MasterCard is going towards all of their friends and saying, hey, if you or any of your mods see anything bad coming out about MasterCard, can you just, like, delete those, please? Like, do us a solid. Just, we don't want more shit coming out about this. I was the source. Stefan's the inside man. So this would indicate that they are trying to pull some favors here, and it doesn't really surprise me. I feel like this is a very likely thing. So what I've heard is that there hasn't been anything like this at any Riot events or their Discords. So I guess to say that they are censoring criticism isn't true, because no one really gives a shit, and they're not going on Riot's Valorant server to say, you know, MasterCard sucks. But it just shows how insecure the company is, and how, like, they're probably going around to everybody that they have any connections with, and asking them to do the same. So this is also based off of, what was it, last week? They had tried to do some damage control. MasterCard is in entire damage control mode right now, which is fucking funny, and they deserve it. They honestly deserve all the shit that they're getting, because they're literally bullying software platforms like Steam and itch.io to remove games of people that they don't agree with. And some of these games haven't even been bad. Some of them have been award-winning, like, really great narrative games. They just might have some, like, sexual themes to them, or, like, adult themes. And for that reason, it's too mature for MasterCard to allow you with your own money to buy it. That's, I don't know what to say other than that's, like, an overreach. Can confirm no one in Valo Discord gives a shit. Yeah, no one gives a shit, but it's funny to think about MasterCard going behind the scenes and asking mods to delete anything that they see about it. Like, that's how insecure they are and how scared they are of the backlash. Anyways, let's move on. Light of Motoram changes. So, Tencent is trying to make changes to their Steam store page after being sued by Sony. Those visiting the game now will find entirely different looking visuals in what could only be considered a course correction in response to the lawsuit. It now looks like a totally different game, and will likely require more development time in order to correct the plagiarism. So as you can see it here, it looks different. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think this is the same game. I don't know what to tell you. This is not the same game. Like, what is? I don't remember this. This is like Superman 64. What the heck? And this is like Rust, or like, I don't know, No Man's Sky. So it looks like they're trying really hard to make it not look like Horizon Zero Dawn anymore. And I mean, this is obviously damage control. The game isn't coming out until Q4 of 2027 though, so they have a lot of time to change all the visuals. But again, even if you still look it up, you'll still see what it used to look like. I mean, look at these images. Like, this is just Horizon Zero Dawn. That's crazy. So yeah, they're changing it. They're trying really hard to, like, make it look different. They're trying to change the homework. So moving on, we'll go on to our pro tip of the week. Get some sleep. Get some sleep. Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. That comes from Benjamin Franklin, the guy on the money, the guy on the big money, the 100 money. That's him. Fuck off, Kieran. Kieran's like, fuck off. Yes, Kieran, go to sleep. Well, this one's for you, Kieran. This one's for you, Kieran. I pre-watched this. Meta. literally. For fuck's sake. I knew it. I knew exactly. The second I started typing this, I was like, you guys are going to think of Kieran. We are only as good as our best night's sleep. UC Davis claims that a lack of sleep is linked with 7 out of the top 15 causes of death, such as heart disease, cancer, and brain disease. Every adult should be aiming for 7 to 8 hours. Don't think that just because you're young, you can skip sleep. You actually require more sleep as a child and a teenager than older adults do. Another important aspect is routine. Getting uninterrupted sleep at the same time every day will orient your body and brain better. While it may feel compelling to play one more game or finish one more project, taking care of yourself now will allow you to get more done later. The problem is, like, Sure, maybe today you can push yourself and get like a ton more work done on that project, but when you wake up groggy the next day, you're going to get shit done. If you just go to bed early and you get that full 8 hours, you'll wake up more energized to work on it in the morning. And that's the way it is. Ain't reading all that, but yeah, Kieran. Motherfucker. We've always believed that the weekly quote is targeted at Kieran. Now it's a fact. It's now lore. This one is a little bit. Hear me out. No. Kieran, go to bed. But yeah, no, the whole point is that you know, we're trying to point out, like, specifically with like this gaming news, this is a show mostly watched by game developers or just people who do like software or like just kind of nerdy shit, right? So we all fall into the same pit holes. Like most of these, actually not even most of these, every single one of these weekly tips is about myself. You know, you guys joke about how it's about Kieran, but these are always about me. Like these are about things that I've experienced. Like I've had bad sleep. I've had you know, too many projects that I'm working on at one time. I've had, you know, difficulties like paying attention or focusing. Like I've had all these same issues, and I talk about them here, not because I think that I'm better or that I've conquered these issues, just to point them out and like to bring attention to the things that you can do to better become a productive coder or programmer or musician or whatever you want to do. And it's funny because Kieran just happens to do all of the things. You know, he happens to have 100 projects that he's working on at the same time. He happens to have really terrible sleep. He happens to be a real goofy goober, right? So it's kind of funny because a lot of the times it does feel like they're targeting him, but that's not the case. The reality is we all do these things, and that's why I'm bringing them up, because this isn't a Kieran thing. This is also a Sir Stefan thing. This is also a Kezi thing. This is also a Mo thing. You know what I mean? And we could all learn a thing or two about our own habits. Like, honestly, how many of you guys work out other than Sir Stefan? Sir Stefan is ripped. We should be more like Sir Stefan and like go to the gym, because a healthy body is a healthy mind. And I know that's so cliche to hear, but it's true. It makes you so much more like agile mentally. Going for a run will really open up your mind. Like when I'm stuck like writing or making some sort of code, I go for a walk. If I can't get anywhere, I'll go for a walk, and almost like I would say 9 out of 10 times that walk unlocks my brain and gets me somewhere. Like when Stefan was stuck on that boss, I told him, I did a channel point redeem, and I made him do some lunges, something physical. And I don't want to say that it was all me, but he did beat the boss directly after that. And I really do think that, like, if you just get up, do some stretches, do maybe a couple weights, some push-ups or something, right? You will actually better your mind just in those little habits. And I think that's important. I think that if you want to be the best that you can be, and you should want to be the best that you can be, you should do these little things. Yeah, but Zen, here's the thing. It's always midnight when you stream in the UK. How are you supposed to get 8 hours? Exactly. I know. I feel so bad. I can change the stream times if you guys need me to. Nocturnal. I'm nocturnal, not turnal. Goofy goober T-Dev. Yeah, I always feel bad for you guys, because I am so fortunate that I have people that want to stay up and watch my streams, but at the same time, like, you shouldn't have to do that. So if we want to find a better time for you guys, like, we can always, like, I mean, I don't know if you guys remember when we first got affiliate, it was everybody, or most of the people here were for that stream, and we all decided when we were gonna do the streams, it was Sunday every day or every week at 3 p.m. And, you know, that doesn't have to be the case. We could always change it. I mean, I don't stay up. I'm awake anyway. Yeah. Anyways, let's go on to our community highlight. This one goes to Kieran. Let's go Claren with Cyber League's game mode test. Did you model this pistol? This is new. And the hands as well. That's pretty sweet. So it says you have the spike. Is this spike from Valorant? Is it called the spike in that as well? Because if that's the case, you might want to change it. You might want to change that. Kieran told me he couldn't model old school RuneScape models, but he already is. There you go. I'm gonna change it. I just need another placeholder. Oh, okay. Also, the your guy is like crooked when he points the gun. I don't know if you meant to do that, but it is. The gun is a little crooked. All right. So this map is cool and all, but hear me out. What if you were to just carbon copy Dust 2? You thought about that? You just make Dust 2. The animations are broke as fuck. I'm in the process of remaking it. Oh, okay, okay. It is looking pretty cool. Can you shoot the gun? Come on, dude. Give me some pew-pews. Does it at least explode? Oh, cool. Okay, that's pretty sweet. This is a carbon copy of Haven on Valorant. Oh my gosh. Oh, you're not gonna get away from the plagiarism allegations with that one. All right, and we have one more award to give out. This one's going to Kezi and his new side hoe, A Veil Between Worlds. So he's working on a side project called A Veil Between Worlds. I have the post over here. It's actually quite long, so I couldn't include it in the template that I have here. He says, I haven't thought of a full gameplay loop yet. Right now I'm thinking I want it to be 2.5D semi-horror lo-fi game. Don't even know what that means. I think he just made up a new genre. When I say horror, I don't mean jump scares or gore. I want it to feel how Courage the Cowardly Dog made me feel when I was a kid and it came on at night. So yeah, that's really cool. 3D buildings, but I've done them in an art style what almost looks like 2D plus 2D characters. Yeah, so this is really cool. Let's take a look at it. This is really cute. I like the... Is this... Did you make these? Or is this from like an asset pack? Because this is actually pretty good character design if you just made this. Hello, young Veil Walker. What are you doing here? Who are you? I'm a Veil Spirit. I am dead. Alright, that's pretty forward. I don't know what has happened to me. It seems the Veil has trapped you between worlds. How peculiar. Where am I? You are in the Veil, a world between worlds where evil spirits still linger amongst the living. Made the main character conversation system with conversation history. Okay, cool. I like the main character. I like your... Did you animate this? Because that looks pretty good. I didn't realize you were good at two-dimensional art. Alright. That's creepy. Oh, I like that. There's a little spooky guy. Well, that's cool. So he wants to do this between working on his other game, which I know we were just talking about it. Like having multiple projects is tough, but you know, I see the point of having like something else like in between projects to like almost be like a palate cleanser, because you don't always want to work on the same thing all the time. Sometimes you get burnt out, and sometimes it even helps to just work on something new. I've done that in the past. Like I worked on Only Higher, the Maya Danny game, and even a couple other projects like Drift and Drive and Endurance. Essentially, you are almost dead. If you make it back to your body, you live, but evil spirits are trying to steal your body, so you have to spot them so they don't follow you, and they'll try to blend in amongst normal humans. Ooh, that's terrifying. Anyways, that is all we have for this week. I hope everybody's enjoyed this week's gaming news. This one was about 40 minutes, I want to say, so not as long as usual, but it was kind of a slow week. Mostly just Battlefield. A lot of Battlefield 6. Everyone's super hyped about the game. Anyways, I will see the YouTube frogs over on YouTube. There's a lot of curse words, so it's going to not hit the algorithm. Unfortunately, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. That's the way of the beast. And I will see everybody next week. Oh my gosh! Bye, YouTube!